Hi, this is Sochering here. I'm the Sky 89 Arboretum level with the garden levels right behind me. I just want to share a little bit of my insights today about my thoughts about being a mortgage broker. Over the years, it's been changing, rapidly evolving in the residential space. And a lot of brokers are trying to create a niche or find a niche. And I'm all for that because I believe that jack of our trade is a master of none, right? Now, there are being proponents of people advising tax vehicles, pretty much personal planning territory, and there are other people that are against it. I am somewhat of a middle ground because I find that knowing a little bit is okay, but knowing a little bit and not everything is dangerous, right? And if you're not a competent tax professional, you're not licensed for it, there's also a huge liability insurance-wise on the aspect of advising client that takes your advice and implements it, whether they fully understand the consequences of what their action is or not, just because what you gave them, they went and did it, right? I am not against giving some information as long as you tell them that they need to be in front of a tax professional or a chartered financial planner to implement, tax strategies with an accountant or financing vehicle, insurance vehicles with a financial planner. Although I'm knowledgeable about sufficient tax information and financial planning, sophisticated instruments in regard to investing, insurance, and all that, I don't propose to people to advise them to implement that without these two people who are professionals and they're insured in their situation for if something worst case scenario in the event that falls out, they're insured for it, and if they get sued, then that could go out of business. And that's what my stance has always been. Same with the financial planner, right? I give advice, but I also bring in these colleagues of mine to help them implement the strategy that fits them. And I don't wholeheartedly say go on in and market yourself as such, because that is a no-no, because the regulatory body and mortgage brokering say that falls outside of our jurisdiction, that falls outside of our role as a mortgage broker, right? And I'm always in a proponent to give advice, but also give advice with a disclaimer that we need to implement these together with these professionals and bring them together in your boardroom, for instance, right? Or at wherever the client is to meet them. And all that goes without saying that, yes, it's good to know, but also good to know when to zip and bring in the real people to implement those strategies. As far as Smith maneuver and all that, I get it. And I also get other colleagues who are totally against that. I have looked into that. I have looked at it with several of my clients, and most of them are real estate investors. I honestly don't feel so confidently strong enough that all of these people on their own, they will implement the strategy to benefit wholly from the Smith maneuver strategy. And I know that over time, people are just going to be people, right? And there's a very small percentage of the population that fully understands, that fully commits to it, and that fully implements step by step. And they're not lazy about it. They're not taking days on, days off, right? No cheat day. There's no cheat day for those kind of strategies. Anyway, long story short is that beware, be careful what you suggest and advise, because it may go against your insurance policy, and you don't want to get in trouble in this highly regulated industry, right? Some people will blame you regardless of what you've told them, right? And they go and implement that, and things fall apart because they didn't get the proper advice 100% from the professionals, the accountant, legal experts, right? And financial planner. That's how it is, my friend. All right, protect yourself. At the end of the day, is focus on what you're good at, is financing, and just find better ways to finance and find better options out there, better connections out there with your circles of network to help your client grow their business, right? And stay, I'm not saying stay in your lane, but stay focused, and rather than divergent on areas that which you're not supposed to be messing around with. Okay, so hopefully that this helps be helpful to you. If you have a question, feel free to connect with me. I'm more open enough to have a conversation of either way and give you some insights on my side and my 27 years of experience in the commercial financing space and the mortgage broking space. Take care. See you at the top.